the higher version of me, the highest version of me, baby. She wants her things. And being that girl, it's still getting up and doing what you have to do to create. Never giving up, ever. Being that girl is making mistakes, and your mistakes do not make you who you are. Welcome to another episode of Her Creation, where the girl you were meets the woman you are becoming. Into the creation crew, you already know how we do. If you are new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now we're going to get straight into it. I almost didn't record this video because I felt like I wasn't being real, giving advice to you guys while I'm still learning. I had a moment where I felt like I wasn't that girl because I'm still figuring out how to ask and receive and stand in my worth. I'm still figuring that out. But I realized that being a student and a teacher can exist at the same time. And we're all creating our realities right now. And within creating our realities, that requires for us to make mistakes. So if you have been overthinking and trying to make everything be perfect, this episode is for you. Over the last few weeks of me being in my CDO class, I really learned that I am a super overthinker and I strive for perfection when perfection does not exist. And I feel like I have to make things be perfect and I have to overthink it until it becomes perfect before I can execute or even just give myself grace. And it kind of keeps me from being able to trust myself and to trust the process. When I'm striving for something to be perfect while I'm overthinking, I'm not allowing myself to trust myself or the process because I want to be in control of everything. But realizing that we're all in a co creating situation, we're not just creating on our own, it's kind of just like surrender. I felt the need to surrender recently and just let go of everything because the weight of trying to be in control of everything and control everything and make everything perfect and constantly overthinking just like put so much stress on me. Like so much stress. And what's crazy is the things that I learned about myself while being in this class with me striving for perfection, not trusting myself, overthinking, that shows up in other areas of my life. And with me wanting to create my reality how I see fit, it's like just because you show up one way in one specific area of your life doesn't mean that you won't show up in another area like that. So it's like it's so important to really figure out the issue and get to a solution of how to fix it so that way you can then start to create your life the way you want it instead of creating it in a way of how you used to be. And a lot of times we create so much more easier when we're in a flow state. Like I learned that too. When I'm in a flow state and I'm just flowing, things just go so much smoother. It's not so much resistance, it's not so much control. Things just flow naturally and it feels good. It feels so good. And I've realized that even when I show up here, I'm forcing some of these episodes, I'm forcing some of these videos when it's like that's not how I feel. Because how I feel is like, oh, I make mistakes too. But because I told myself that I need to strive for perfection, I don't come on here and tell you guys the mistakes that I make or where I go wrong or things like that. And it makes me feel over time, just makes me feel like I'm not being real. And I don't like it. I really don't. Being that girl is being consistent and disciplined in creating your vision, not striving for perfection, not trying to be perfect. And I've also realized like you guys are going to relate to me so much more if I just truly just be my authentic self, flaws and all. But then the ego is just like, well, you gotta be perfect. Just because you show up one way in one area doesn't mean you're not going to show up that way in other areas. Like the stuff that I learned when I was in class about me being an overthinker and striving for perfection, I show up that same way with you guys here, and I also show up that way in my relationships. And I've realized that I don't know how to receive or even ask for what I really want in relationships. For the longest, I swear I thought that I was receiving the things that I wanted in relationships when in actuality, I was not receiving the things that I want to receive as far as in my higher self. I've realized that I don't even know how to ask, let alone receive things from my relationships with people, romantic or platonic. I'm not used to receiving things from people. And I thought that I was receiving the things that I wanted in my relationships. I thought that I was. I really did. The lower version of Connie, yeah, she's receiving the things that she wants. But the higher version of me that's living the reality that I want to live, she's not receiving that. She's not getting it. And so now it has me looking at myself, just trying to like figure out, well, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong in all of this? Because if I'm creating my reality, I have to start creating with me first. I have to start giving myself the things that I want others to give to me and do for myself what I want others to do for me. And it's like I tell myself, I'm like, well, you do. You take yourself out, you buy yourself things, you get your hair done, you get your nails, you do these things. So it's just like if I'm showing you how to treat me by how I treat myself, why is it not clicking? Why is it not clocking to you?
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
No, for real. Why is it not clocking to you though? Or is it just because I still have yet to learn how to ask or simply just learn how to receive it with my energy? I just, I think I give off an energy that's just like, I got it, don't worry, I got it, it's good. Because I've always been that way. I've always been just independent, like, I got it. I'm just so used to not asking that it just feels cringy. But the higher version of me, the highest version of me, baby, she wants her things. She wants to receive her things. But the moral of the story for this episode is it's okay to make mistakes. Being that girl is making mistakes because in making mistakes, that's the only way you can learn. And your mistakes do not make you who you are. It's just nothing but information that you need to take to be able to determine where you are in your creation. So it's okay to make mistakes. What is not okay is to strive for perfection when perfection is not real. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to feel all these weird different emotions. It's okay to feel like your creation is not there or it just seems so hard to create what you want. But I think the biggest thing in being that girl is with feeling all of that, it's still getting up and doing what you have to do to create. Taking care of your business, taking care of you, treating yourself, doing what needs to be done, still getting up and doing it. Never giving up, ever. And I don't think I ever told you guys, like, okay, we're creating our dream realities, but I don't think I've ever told you guys what my dream reality actually is. And so I'm gonna tell you real quick. So this is also gonna be a part of our "This Is So Her" segment, and "This Is So Her" segment is nothing but you expressing something that you may have done, something that you may have manifested or created in your life, in your reality, that tells you in your mind, this is so her of me to do. Now, my this is so her moment is going to just be me today telling you what it is that I want to create. And I really want to know what type of reality do you ladies want to create as well. So mine is I just really just want to live a luxury lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie, I like nice things. I like going to nice places, nice restaurants, just being outside in nature, eating healthy, looking good, like hair, clothes, body. Like I just love the finer things in life. And I think that with us living our lives, us being able to create our lives, why would I not want to create the best? Why would I not want to live in the best version of myself and be able to obtain all of gifts and the great gifts and beauty that the world has to offer. So yeah, I like nice things. I'm gonna have me a skyrise apartment. I'm gonna have me a Tesla Cybertruck. These are just the things that I want. I am gonna have me some really, really, really nice clothes, nice quality clothes. I'm gonna have my own clothing brand, designer brand at that. Clock it. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna have a community of like-minded women who want to come together, uplift one another, create our realities together, and just really inspire people through our actions and not just our words. So that is somewhat of what the reality looks like that I want to create. Oh, don't let me forget. I do want to have a husband now too. I want a husband and like one child. So yeah, that's my reality that I want to create. Tell me what y'all's is down below. But you have tuned in to another episode of Her Creation. And if you have not already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and to the creation crew. You already know how we do. Bye.